Hello and welcome back to another Let's Build video on my channel. My name is of course Etholdir, and today we are back here in the Nordic City, and today we're gonna add more details and we're gonna basically be doing the interior of this house. So yeah, let's hop right in and start here. So we enter the house and it's already a little bit lit up, but of course we need more. So what we're going to do first is going to light the fire, and I think that basically solves our first kind of lighting issues for this region. So what I'm going to do next is kind of add in the ladder, and then I'm going to add in the floor for the second floor. Yeah, well, actually it's a little bit hard on this house, of course, because the first floor is actually this, but you could also count that, but that's not really a floor, is it? So yeah, this is of course kind of dark, and by the way, I'm playing on moody right now, so that's it. So I've got more shades and stuff. So let's kind of start with these two torches, and then we might randomize them later on. So I kind of feel like that the person living here would have two beds, or at least a double bed. So he would live here with his he would live here with his wife. That's what I think, at least. So I'm also thinking about making a nice little closet for these people. So let's kind of get these and those as well, so that we can make a nice closet here. And we're using, I don't know why we're using this material, but should be good. So that we kind of have, we can have these doors opening like that. I'm not too sure about, well, I need to have that there anyway, so what I might be able to do is something like this. That might be a little bit better. Then what we also want is, I suppose, a table of some sort, so probably I'm gonna use this kind of wood for that, just because it's nice and dark and it's a contrast to what we've so far. So we can even remove the torch from there, place it on top of here. Probably I will also need a flower pot here, and put a little what is it called? Dandelion in there. And yeah, we need carpet. Of course we need a little bit of carpet going on here. So what I'm gonna do is like that a little bit, and maybe so over here. We might actually use a little bit of crafting table there, just because we kind of could use that. Maybe some here as well, and then maybe they shove the chest underneath there. That's a very clever place because you can't open it. Well, I suppose that this could be it for this place. Kinda like it. So then over here, of course, we need to think about all the stuff they would need. They have a nice little balcony, but I feel like they could use some extra detail on their balcony. So what I'm gonna do is, basically I'm just gonna add some flowers to it, so that it is a little bit more colorful, I suppose. So that's something I want to do. And then I'm guessing that we want a table somewhere as well. So what I'm thinking, that this is a nice little corner for a table. So what we'll do is take this and then probably take these as well. So we have like that. And oh dude, we can't do that. That's too bad. We could have this. Yeah, I suppose we could do that. It's not an ass on the chair. So that's kind of our sitting area, I suppose. So what we want to do is maybe add some light there. of course we want to be able to do some stuff here, so what we want to do is probably add some nice detail, like a chest in the corner, furnace over here. Just gonna add a little flower there as well, so that they're kind of looking out over the town. I don't know, when they're cooking, because they have the big fire here, of course. So maybe it would also be nice to kind of have a place to, I don't know, where they have their water standing, I don't know, something like that. We could even do, what I really like to do with water is take a bottle and do this. Just a little bit less in the actual cauldron. That's good, I suppose. And then what we want, I don't know what we want. What do we want? We could actually add just a little bookcase here, so that we have some reading work to do. And then of course we could finish up with a little bit of carpet going on. So we could actually do that here as well. So just a little bit of carpet, because that's always nice to fill up your house. And I especially like that it's not so straight anymore because of this little piece that is in the middle. But that's not everything that I wanted for this kind of video decoration, because I also want to do some details on the outside. But first I feel like we could have just a random flower pot standing there, and probably we could use a little bit of storage here. So probably I want that as well. So something like this I suppose would work. Then we're just gonna have a look at what we could add on the outside. Suppose that's fine. Suppose that we could actually do something like this, and then maybe add some extra colors. So suppose that this would be the case. I think that's kind of nice. So we could actually do something like that on this side as well. Just add a, well, that's not going to work that way, so, but if we do it like this, might be very nice to have. I think it's nice. So now we kind of have this, but of course this region has a lot more things to kind of add to the atmosphere, and one of them is these kind of banners hanging everywhere. And now I think we can actually do a little bit of that already, because what we could do is actually just have a nice banner flowing down here, which could go like a little bit like this, something like that, and then something like this, I suppose, or not, and then something like that. So we have a little corner here which is filled with a banner. Don't think we could have one on here. Might be able to have one here. So we could actually do a little bit like this, and then so maybe something like that would work, and then maybe something like this again. And then we could have, no, actually we can't. So what we could do is probably add this. Yes, so we have like a banner here as well, which is actually really cool because it kind of hangs like that. And then what we also could have is another tree, which could actually stand a little bit somewhere around here to kind of fill up this corner. So like this, I suppose, and then a little bit higher. So we can do that, so we can have some extra detail kind of around this place with the trees, because I think they add a lot to the place, to kind of the extra atmosphere when using these trees. I think it gives an extra nice feeling to the town, because it's of course a little bit more crowded with these trees around, which I think is a good thing. So that's why I like to add them to this place. So what I'm gonna do is gonna have, of course, the random branches, because these trees are actually really fun to add to your builds, because you can make them as random as you want and they'll still look really fun. So it's just fun to kind of play around with these kind of trees, because you can get a lot of weird shapes in there and they'll actually end up looking better than you could imagine. So of course I've did a tutorial about these kind of trees, but really the more you do them, the nicer they get, just because you kind of get a feel for what works and what doesn't work. So I definitely recommend using trees like this, or kind of exploring trees like this when you're building your own kind of Nordic themed things, or any themed things, but then you'll probably want a different style of trees, but that doesn't matter. I reckon that it's about the same with any kind of tree style. If you do it a lot, you'll get the hang of kind of making nice looking trees in Minecraft in different kind of styles. So what I'm wondering is how it's gonna look at the end, because of course the tree can look good, but it kind of has to fit in with the general feeling of the place. And of course the Nordic City is far from done. Well, I should actually say the whole region, because this is only a region of the city, of course. It's far from done, but you can actually, especially in that area, you can kind of see what kind of feeling you would get walking around it. So then you can also easily kind of try to judge whether you would get that in this kind of piece of the town as well. So that's kind of what I'm wondering about right now. But I think that this will be fine. So yeah, I think that's good. Do you think that I want an extra kind of thingy over here? So maybe, no, maybe that's too much. So maybe like this, you could actually have it like that, like this. Yeah, I think that will work to make it a little bit more, well, I suppose crowded. This will be interesting, kind of going over the fence, over the border, breaking the border a little bit. That will actually be really nice, I suppose. Kind of breaking that wall that's here. I think that's nice. So the last kind of thing will be coming around here. That, I guess that will be kind of hovering over here. So that's supposed to be there. So like that. I think that's a nice 3 right there. So now you have this kind of, yeah, really cozy feel in this corner as well. So that's good. Of course this part is going to stay relatively open, because you kind of want that view, so that when you walk on this side of the town you can actually still see the temple that will be there. But I think if you start to look at this area, it really looks nice. So hopefully, once again, you enjoyed this episode. If you did, of course, don't forget to leave that like, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, feel free to leave a comment down below, and hopefully I will see you back next time with another video. Bye bye.